So today I want to talk about accommodation. First question: Do you live in a house or a flat? I'm currently living in a flat because for me, living in a flat brings more benefits compared to a house. Who do you live with? I live. There's four members in my house, including me, which is my dad, my mom, my sister. What do you usually do in your house? Most of my activities are occurs in my house, from entertaining to learning and sleeping as well. What kind of house or flat do you want to live in the future? Well, uh, my house type are a bit like a modern style because I don't know. I feel like it would be more cleaner compared to other fancy and luxurious style. Are the transport facility to your home very good? Not really, because if you want to take some public transport, you have to walk for a bit far. In another way, if you book some online vehicle, you have to wait at least 10 to 15 minutes for each car or vehicle that's come to you. Uh, do you prefer living in a house or flat? Please describe the room you live in. As I mentioned, I prefer living in a flat. My room was kind of small. That's what I want. I don't want to live in somewhere too big. I just I just enjoy the environment and the cozy my room brings. What part of your home do you like the most? Obviously, my room, the place I spend most of the memory with, and this is such a memorable thing that I will never forget in the future. How long have you lived there? I've lived there since my third grade in primary school. I moved from city center to here because my mother decided that the environment from the outskirts of cities would be better for my growth process. Do you plan to live there for a long time? No, I'm currently 17 and I'll be 18 for the next years. And until that, and after I, w- I was I am 18, I would move to live on my own. What's the difference between where you're living now and where you have living in the park? Well, as I mentioned, currently living in a flat. But in the past, when I was a kid, I living in a house, and especially in the city center. Now I live in pretty far to cities, and people consider this place is an outskirt of the city. Part two is right apart that no longer being used or well known. So in my area, there are literally no park at all. However, I know there's one part in the city center, pretty far, but I used to play when I was a kid. Well, at that time, the facilities were really nice, and the government are actually take care about it. They did spend money to improve the facilities, the amenities around it, and that's why it catches people attentions, and they decided to go to the park. However, times pass and more park are has been built. They're having more stuff, more playing ground for kids, bigger for people to do exercise, more workout exercise like pull up bar, uh, and people start forgetting about the old one where birds and those little animals was living. Right now, it wasn't been closed yet because it was an open place. However, it was hard for you to find somebody still enjoy the environment there because it wasn't actually that big. So yeah, it didn't really kind of a more interesting place for people to decide to go because there are more destinations if you are on a date or if you want to relax. There are also more places to go. So over time, what I want to say is the what the unforgettable part also will become forgettable, and things never be mortality. So that's I want to talk about a part has been forget about in my area.